Hello, and welcome back to another episode of White Album 2. We are currently playing through CODA. Haruki is trying desperately to try to find a solution to Kazusa's eventual depression and really the rest of her life, which isn't going so well for him. So let's just continue from there. Regardless, the windows of the editing department are lit up like always. But the person I want to rely on the most isn't there anymore. It's been 2 whole years after all. The person I owe so much to. The person who taught me how to survive in society before I entered it. Mari-san, I miss you.
私に任せておけ。編集長が総没と言ったって、発売日にはお前の記事がちゃんと載ってるはずだ。
The least stressful storyline in the entire game. My opinion. I know a lot of people dislike it. I love her storyline. Mari-san. I've done my best. I've worked the hardest I can so I could follow in your footsteps, even if only a little bit. I'm still only in my first year, but I've gained a bit of confidence. Thanks to that, I've fostered valuable bonds with people, and lots of precious ties of obligation with society. Mari-san? What would you do right now? Yeah, what would Mari-san do? We need bracelets that say that. Would you still choose work? Would you choose your bonds with people? Would you choose your obligations to society? I don't know anymore. So, could you come back? Could you become my superior once more? And could you guide me again?
北原って結構ナイーブだよな。傷つきやすくて、自分で自分を責めてばかりで。
Okay, here, let me talk about this for a second then. Haruki has nobody else he can talk to about this. This is a big thing. He is going through so much mental anguish trying to make decisions, and it's not like he can just walk up to Takeya and be like, Takeya, I'm having this problem with Kazusa, right? He can't talk to Mari-san about it, she's not around anymore. Koharu, that would be a little odd at this point. Chiaki's like gone. So he really doesn't have anyone that he's able to be fully open and honest with. Whatever, he has bonds, okay? He has no closed bonds for this problem, because the problem involves him being a big jerk. So, it's awful.
だから余計落ち込むのか。誰も自分を叱ってくれないから。叱った後、許してくれないから。じゃあ、私はお前を責めないよ。だから、許しもしない。
That's right. I made a promise back then. I promised to decide by myself, to not leave things in the hands of others, to not pander to other people's opinions, and to not beg for forgiveness. Even if that means ignoring the thoughts and feelings of everyone around me. I promised to resolve myself and carry all the responsibility by myself. I promised to be that someone. The streets of Onjuku, where the last train has already departed. Without looking for a warm place, I aimlessly sit down on a roadside guardrail. Exposed to the cold wind, the canned coffee in my hand is the only thing keeping me warm. Even when I look up, the thick clouds conceal every star in the sky. A night unbearable for people to loiter in. But in my thoughts, I see the warm expressions of all the people I've come to know, entering and leaving my mind. Takeya, Io, Yanagihara-san, all the people I've known since high school, classmates, upperclassmen, and underclassmen. Hamada-san, Kizaki-san, Suzuki-san, Matsuoka-san, the managing editor and the chief editor. My coworkers and superiors who are where I should be right now. Aside from them, there are many people whom I've met during work, as well as people who I met in private, people of all ages and genders. And then, there are those who are more like family to me than my real family. Setsuna's mom and dad, and Takahiro-kun. And then, there's the person who I treasure more than anyone in my life, and who has treasured me more than anyone in her life. There were, of course, times when there was trouble between us, when we were annoyed at each other's attitude, and when we made each other mad. Things were not perfect, but through communication and honesty, we always made up. We always returned to our usual warm smiles before long.
寝る
That's why she, too. Someday, she will learn to naturally smile warmly in front of other people, just like everyone else. Well, hopefully, because these bonds that Haruki treasures and values so much are normal. Like, that is such a normal thing to have. Obviously, not everybody sits down and they're like, you know what, I'm thankful for my bonds to society. But it's true, it's a great, amazing thing to have. But Kazusa just doesn't have any, straight up. She's like, yeah, nobody likes me, I don't like anybody. That's it. Even if it's painful for her, even if she's forcing herself, she'll definitely be able to live with a smile. I'm certain. How many percent is certain? Is it 100%? Is it absolute? Will she, of all people, manage to connect with many others? Can she show them her smile and make them happy? And as a result, will they make her happy in return? What kind of fantasy is that? Can I believe such a pipe dream? Am I even allowed to make myself believe it? I have memories with countless people. I have an innumerable amount of connections within society. That doesn't just go for the past. Even now, I meet new people every day, and through those meetings, I establish more connections with society. My world may be a small one that bears no resemblance to Kazusa's world, but I'm thoroughly connected to every corner of it. Unlike Kazusa's world, mine is a world that is open to the outside. When I live in such a vastly different world from her, it's not possible for me to say, she'll be fine, as if I know what it's like.
Oh.
And the snow, always the snow. As I was trying to pass the night walking around in circles as I was, God decided not to forgive me. At last, it started falling. It fell on the day we made our promise to always be together, the three of us. It fell on the day when three became one, as two broke away. It fell on the day when two, separated, became a pair of ones. It fell on the day when the pair of ones tried to become two again, but couldn't bring themselves to forgive each other. It fell on the day when the pair of ones swore to become two again, after having hurt each other countless times. It fell on the day when two became three again. And it's falling today. That's right. It has to be today. Today, I arrive at the crossroads of my life, as well as that of the three of us. The decision I make today will end up affecting the lives of the many people around me.
私の前から先に消えたのはお前だろ。勝手に手の届かないとこに行ったのはお前だろ。
Oh.
私がつまらない男を好きになって何が悪い。
After all, ever since that day, winter has always been what set my fate into motion. It was always snowing on those days. It was always snowing. It's decision time. You can't keep putting this off. My chest hurts. Something presses against me. Something much more bitter and painful than the permeating cold of winter and the freezing snow. It's telling me that I can't run away anymore. It's telling me I have to make one of two choices. And one of those choices is one I thought I already made. Yeah, but then you made another one. You can't make two choices. You only can pick one. The snow seeps through me. A pain intense enough to tear off my heart and tear my body apart assaults me from within. Why? Why do I have to hesitate so much when I'm supposed to have made up my mind once in the past already? I know what the right thing to do is. I know that it's right, precious, and joyful. Despite that, I hesitate. Because this will be my final choice. If Kazusa can't decide, then I will. I will obey only my own feelings and choose the one person more precious to me than anyone else in the world. Who do I want to make happy? Who can I be with and not regret it even if it is the wrong choice? I can't back out anymore. This will be my final choice. Let me think about this until the snow stops falling. So, if possible, don't stop falling until sunrise at least. Man, years of indecision. I mean, not really, yeah, pretty much years of indecision. And welcome to Valentine's Day. Welcome to Setsuna's birthday. Such an important
さて
day.
本日2月14日バレンタインデーのニュースです。まずはマイリースポーツさんの記事ですが、當間和沙追加公演中止。1月の来日初コンサートも好評で、今月末追加公演がすでに決定しているピアニスト當間和沙さんですが、実は現在深刻な体調不良ということで、次回公演の開催が危ぶまれていることが関係者の話で明らかになりました。前回のコンサート以来、和沙さんはプロデューサーであり母親の當間陽子さんと共に報道陣の前に一切姿を現さなくなりましたが、実は前回のコンサートの後に体調不良を訴え、現在は都内の病院で療養しているというんですね。というのもですね、実は先週和沙さんの滞在先と思われるホテルに深夜救急車が出動する騒ぎがありまして、
Well, the news are certainly on top of things, in a way.
その時運び出された女性が彼女ではないかという目撃者の証言もあり、ここに来て追加公演の開催が危ぶまれています。なお、この件に対して當間陽子オフィスは昨夜、こちらではそのような報告を受けておりません。現在確認中ですとのコメントを発表しました。當間和沙さんの日本公演に関しては、発売1時間でチケットが完売するほどのクラシックとしては異例の大人気となっていまして、
Oh, Kazusa.
どういうことですかこの広告。確か2100円って話でしたよね。なんで3150円になってるんです？
That's a pretty substantial increase. 3150 yen is like roughly $28 US, I think, at this point.
いくら増刊号だからってこの価格は。え、俺が強く押したって？なんでそれ？はあ？聞いてませんよ全然。なんでそんな話になってんです？ええ、なんですって？そんな、それしょっぱなに向こうに跳ねられた企画じゃないですか。吉松さんが通したんですかそれ？だから俺じゃ。ってことはどうやら二人とも部下に騙されてたみたいですね。わかりました。とにかく本人と話してみます。それじゃ失礼します。北原
I was waiting for it. Not a fun thing to hear in the office.
北原どこ行きやがったこの野郎
うるさいなもう。
Okay, and while a lot of the time they do translate that to shut up, in the office setting, it's really like, you're too loud.
北原なら打ち合わせで直帰になってますよ。浜田さんが出社する前に顔出してましたけどね。
もしかして逃げやがったか
そろそろアンサンブル増刊号の締め切りも近づいてきたみたいだし、そっちで忙しいんじゃないですかね。
本職のグラフでは一番下っ端なのに、部員の中で一番仕事の範囲が広いもんね。
風岡2世の名は伊達じゃない？
I miss Mari-san.
のんきに言ってる場合じゃない。その増刊号が偉いことになってんだよ。
偉いことって？東間和沙のヌードグラビアでも乗るとか？
You wish.
いや、それ社長賞ものだから。
ある意味これも特ダネだけど、でもどうやって企画通したんだ？いつの間にタイアップ先まで決めてきたんだよ。
タイアップ？どんどん話大きくなってきたね。
忘れないでくださいね。あいつ1年目のペイペイですよ。
かと思えば追加公演中止なんて噂も流れてるし、わけわかんねえよ。
And I'm
一体
sure
どうなってんだよ北原
I'm sure this is exactly the kind of crud that people trying to write about Tomoyoko had to deal with back in the day, because she's just unpredictable. And now we're in the same kind of predicament with her daughter.
留守番電話センターに接続します。合図の後、30秒以内でメッセージをお願いします。
I miss Takeya. It's been a while. I wish Takeya had his own side game.
お待たせ。こっち住んだわよ。
God, Io was so pretty.
あ、
何？まだ繋がらない？
週明けてからずっと留守電ばかりだ。どうなってんだよ、春樹。
締め切りが近くて連日徹夜とか？確か来月発売の本メインで任されたんでしょ？
にしたって事前に一言あるだろう、あいつなら。何しろ今日は本当に来るつもりあるのか？
Very important day.
信じるしかないよ。春樹だって今日がどんな日か忘れてるわけないし。
けど最近おかしかったろ、あの二人。
それは
なんか会ってる気配なかったし、せつなちゃんに聞いてもどことなくぎこちなかったし。
でもほら、お互い忙しくてって言ってたじゃん。今は仕方ないんじゃないのかな。
She's really got a lot of faith in Haruki right now.
まさかあいつまだトーマのこと引きずってるんじゃないだろうな。
やめてよ、そういうこと言うの。
だってさ、公演キャンセルって噂が出てるんだぜ。あいつ絶対気にしてるだろ。もしかしてトーマのところに。
だからやめろって。私まで不安になってきちゃうじゃん。
まあいくらなんでも今のトーマとハルキとじゃありえないか。あ、ないない。
Oh yeah, there's definitely no way. That would just be crazy.
しかも人の不安煽っておいて自己解決しないでよね。
まあとにかく今日そこんとこをはっきり確かめとこうぜ。そろそろ向かうか。せつなちゃんもう帰ってるって？
そういえば実はこっちも今朝からさ。
で、あの飛ばし記事、みおちゃんが流したの？
Mio-chan deserves a raise.
一部マスコミの間で社長の病気のことが取り沙汰されていたので、目先を変えておこうかと思いまして。
なるほど。上総の件がガセと分かったら、今度は當麻陽子だと言っても誰も信用しないか？
ピンチをチャンスに変える会話術は社長に鍛えていただきましたから。
さすがは當麻陽子オフィス随一の切れ者。やってくれるわね。
そもそも日本オフィスには私一人しかいませんし。
She probably ends up playing a lot of Candy Crush on her phone during her off hours. Except for these past few months. They make up for a year's worth of stress-free living.
で、あの子はまだ？
ええ、客室から一歩も出てきません。そろそろ1週間になるんですけど。
そう。
一応毎日3回は伺ってるんですけど、未だにドアを開けてくれません。
ごめんね、みおちゃん。うちの娘が迷惑かけて。
いいんです。彼女の気持ち、痛いほどわかりますから。
本当はわかるわけないんだけど。
She likes to think so, though.
私だって泣きたいくらいショックなんですよ。社長が引退しちゃったら、當麻陽子オフィスはどうなるんですか？
まあ、その件は退院してから相談するとして。それで、コンサートの準備の方は？
そちらは準備万端です。開催についても撤退についても。例の記事も半分はそれが狙いですから。
やっぱり當麻陽子オフィス随一の切れ者ね。
社長が決断した瞬間にすぐに各方面が動けるように手配しています。損害も最小限に抑えられるように手を打ちました。
ありがとう、みおちゃん。でも大丈夫。追加公演は予定通り開催するわ。
It's a lot of faith you're putting in your daughter there.
やるんですか？正直今の上総さんを見ていると、とてもあと2週間で元通り弾けるようになるとは。
それでもやるわよ。ついでにね、コンサート前にもう一仕事入れたわ。今夜担当がそっちに行く手はずになってるから。
はあ？何言ってるんですか、社長。今の状況分かってるんですか？
So much stress.
當麻親子は不治の病と恋の病に侵されて、二人揃ってピアニスト生命の危機ってところかしら。
分かってるなら考え直してください。コンサートのことだけでも慎重な対応が必要なのに、この上まだ負担をかけるなんて。
まあね、実は私もちょっとビビってる。あまりにもやりすぎなんじゃないかなって。
You've been going too far the entire time. Stop putting your head into this business.
でしたら。
でも今はその劇薬にすがるしかないかなって。日本でなければできないことがあるかなって。
でも彼女、今は誰とも会おうとしないんですよ。私でさえ部屋に入れてくれないんですから。
それは多分大丈夫。とにかくみおちゃんは担当の人が来たら部屋の前まで案内するだけでいいから。
そこから先は本当に責任持てませんよ。
Cover in her own.
それでいいわ。だってあの子はその人に対してだけは逃げることは許されないから。
よくわかりませんけど、わかりました。やります。仕事ですから。
ほんと、いつも面倒かけてごめんね。退職金弾むから。
冗談でもそういう演技でもないこと言わないでください。
それじゃね、みおちゃん、あとよろしく。
もう恋の病？
She's like, wait, what? She really is out of the loop.
すいません。開けてください。今、お客様をロビーに待たせてるんです。社長からその方と会うようにという指示も来てるんです。
Oh boy.
お願いします。そろそろ外に出てきてください。せめて食事だけでも。今日は簡単に引き下がりませんよ。返事をしてくれるまでずっとここで待ってますからね。元気ですか？起きてますか？意識ちゃんとしっかりしてるんですか？
Poor Miyoko.
お願いですから、これ以上心配かけないで。
ごめん。
カズサさんなんですね。
ごめんなさい、美代子さん。本当にごめん。
よかった。とにかく大丈夫なんですね。お腹空いてません？
いい。何も食べたくない。
カズサさん。
わかんないよ。もう何もわかんない。
This poor girl.
とにかくここ開けてください。落ち着いて話をしましょう。
And Miyoko-san really does respect and love Kazusa in her own way. That's why she's almost in tears by talking to her for the first time in days. Like, Kazusa needs to realize that she is connected to society in small ways. If only she would accept it, those ties would be strengthened, and they would be her strength as well.
ダメだよ。今は人に会えない。どんなこと言い出すか、どんなことしてしまうか、自分でもわからないんだ。
だからこそ人に会うべきなんですよ。自分一人で考え込んじゃったら何もいい解決策なんか浮かんできませんよ。
でもダメだよ、私。もうこの国にいるのは嫌だ。ウィーンに帰る。
社長はお母さんのことはどうされるんです？
わからない。だから何もわからないんだって。どうしたらいいかわからないから逃げたいんじゃないか。なのにどうしたらいいかわからないから逃げられない。もうとっくに荷造りだって済ませたのに、ここから外に出られない。
Oh, Kazusa. I just want to give her a big hug. She needs a friend. My God, she needs a friend. A friend that... Excuse me. I'm getting too excited. She needs a friend that's not Kazusa. Oh wait, it is Kazusa. She needs a friend that's not Setsuna. She needs a friend that's not Haruki. I just feel so bad.
何もできない。決められない。動けない。生きてる価値ないよ。もう。
そんなこと。
今日は帰って。大丈夫。まだ生きてるよ。生き恥さらしてるよ。
ここなんですけど、でもやっぱりまだ体調が悪いみたいで。はい。だから今日のところは。でも
美代子さん。
Oh man.
はい。確かにトーマはそう申してましたが、
信じていいんですね。
じゃあ切るよ。もう。
あ、ちょっと待ってください、カズサさん。今変わりますから。
And on that lovely cliffhanger, this is a very big part. We're gonna stop there for today. I'm so sorry. But I'll be back with the next part soon. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of White Album 2's CODA. And I'll be back with the next one very shortly. Until then, hope you take care. See you.